Okay, I think we can get started and wrap everything up essentially. Okay, so I guess we can show the last couple of slides. As Tassos was mentioning earlier, I've met a lot of them, showed a lot of them to you, although you've met quite a lot of slides as well, but these are the last few. So, this is a word cloud of all the titles of all your presentations. I think it's a nice representation of what it is you're doing. It's nice to see experimental testing, tunnel, wind, seismic shaking table. It really reflects the diverse nature of all of the things that were talked about over the past few days. It was nice to see a good mix, good interaction between the different fields and also throughout the parallel sessions. So from that perspective, I think we can be relatively happy with a workshop like this, how it brings together a lot of people to get to know each other and also get to know what everybody else is doing, because I think this is the idea of creating a community. These are some slides I've shown already, but just to show it again, the real sense of community, the real sense of the global or in this sense the continental, but also global with the involvement of North America, but also the global appeal of a project like this. So showing this idea, when we talked about policy impact, the impact not just in terms of scientific and technical and non-scientific output, but also on the people and the collaborations involved. Because when you think about it, there's a lot of funding invested in programs like this, and when you think about what the EU is getting in return for this, they're sponsoring basically international collaboration. They're making Europe and countries like that more united, more intertwined, more interconnected, and working together. It's not Portuguese researchers only working with Portuguese, Italian with Italians, Greeks with Greeks, Swedish with Swedish, things like that. It really gives a sense of everybody working together. You can't really understand much from this map, but I think the message, like I just mentioned, is clear from that. The same numbers again. Hopefully, maybe some of this will improve in the future. Although we have most of the projects assigned, if not all of the projects assigned already. But it's this kind of stuff for the, let's say, the softer side of the project, which is really important, and it really conveys what is the achievements of this on a non-technical sense. So, from that perspective, personally, I'm quite happy, and I think many of you would share the same sentiments. So we will be in touch. We will get into contact with you. We had a little bit of fun with the Mentimeter this morning. I found out who was doing all the liking in the end. There was no points for that, but people were doing it anyway. But we will follow up with a few things based on what we talked about, because I think, I at least hope that the value and the importance of things like that are clear now. Technical excellence, scientific impact is important, of course. We know this. This is why we do research. But impacting we have less noise now. We have the impact on policy and things like this are also important. So we'll be in touch. We'll ask you these questions, and please try to give us, let's say, valuable information that can really help us convey the real scientific and societal excellence of projects like this, because this is really what people outside of our immediate bubble will be interested in. We'll be in touch as well for the profile series. So this is an example of ones we've done in the past. Stephanie, she's sitting somewhere here. This is an example we have before, just some idea of what you think the project means to you. We've already sent this email, and one or two of you have responded already. So thank you for that, and we'll try and publicize this on channels like LinkedIn. An example here is from Status as well, just a simple example. But also all of the different people I think you've got to know over the past few days, okay? I won't go through all of the text, you can find these online, but the idea is to really give an idea of the people behind all of these projects, okay? So we want not just the access providers, but also the user groups to have a center stage in this as well, given that you are so important to the success of the project, and it's great to see the progress you've made over the past 2.5 to 3 years with the work you're doing. So this is exactly what I was talking about. This is an example that Hanny had made before, just to say that we'll be in touch for that. So this is an example. So we'll ask you for things like, what do you think, what this means to you, why you think it's valuable. It's quite simple, but maybe you want to reflect on it for a moment. Some simple things like name, title, and so on, and we can prepare that pretty quickly. Okay. The book I'm showing on the right-hand side has no meaning to this conference. I just don't have the cover of our actual Springer volume, so I just put one that will look something like it on the slide to give you an idea. All of the full paper contributions we have for this workshop will be available as part of a book. It will be open access, so you can just download it for free online. We can get physical copies, but I'm not sure if there's a cost involved. I think there is, but in any case, it's free, and everything will be available for you. You probably have received some emails about copyright transfer and that kind of stuff from David. Is sitting somewhere here. He's taking care of that. So we're almost there with the publishers, and this should be hopefully available in the next couple of weeks. I was hoping to have it ready now, but you know how publishers are. So it'll have a nice little cover like that on the right-hand side, and hopefully this was something that can say this was the success of the workshop we had in Lisbon. So a moment that I think many of you are waiting for already is the Best Young Researcher Presentation Award. So this is an award that we didn't have to do, but we thought it was a great idea to motivate the young researchers involved in the project, because, as I was showing on the previous slide, we have a quite strong representation of people in the early stages of their career. The European Union is very interested in developing people, so why not create, let's say, initiatives and things like awards that can give some spotlight and give some extra motivation, let's say, to these presentations. So we had 6. I saw almost all of them. I have to say you were all very good. A comment that I didn't make, but someone made, was that some of them were even better than maybe some of the non-students. So for that, it was that's not to criticize anybody. It was just really to say how good the students were. But yeah, we had a good mix of everybody from around the world, from different both seismic, wind, and I think geotechnical engineering as well. And yeah, I guess this is the moment everybody was waiting for. So the winner of the award is Maria Pantusheva. You need to come as well. Just as you come here, please. Needs to come as well. Okay, big smile. Just one more, please. Okay, so we had a fun 2 days, at least I think many people did. A lot of sessions, parallel sessions. I want to say a special thanks to some people. So Felipe, he should be somewhere here. Hani, I think, is around as well. David Volkan, who are helping with the microphones and many things behind the scenes. Luisa, who's sitting here as well. I shouldn't be, I'm thanking myself, but maybe not. Okay, I was great, I guess. Also, Michele Calvi, Antonio Correa as well for their, let's say, guidance and moral support in this endeavor. So thanks again to all of those. Without them behind the scenes, I know I've been chatting a lot at this microphone, but without them, this really wouldn't have been a success. Tomorrow is a free day, basically. You can do what you like. I know there's a Friday on the program, but it's really internal meetings and an opportunity for you to, let's say, go explore Lisbon, have some fun at some things, and maybe not listen to PowerPoint presentations anymore. So what's next? Yeah, so we have a couple of things coming up. This is a very nice picture from Rhodos in Greece. So we have a special session coming up in June. So this will be on the experimental, the earthquake engineering side of things. We have a special session with, I think, a couple of you are coming to that conference. So we look forward to seeing every one of you there. Unfortunately, at the exact same time, there's a wind engineering conference, which I gather is quite an important event. It's happening on the other side of Europe, up in Norway. So I guess while we're at the beach making sandcastles, people will be throwing snowballs at each other, investigating wind. So I guess we'll be very busy. The whole community involved in ERIES will be involved. We'll be very busy around that time, so I guess many of you know about these already. I think the submissions are past the deadlines, but these are the upcoming activities that we have, at least for the next part of 2025. So this is a slide that's been on the screen quite a bit for the last couple of days. So welcome to Lisbon. Sure, we had this very nice workshop. What happens now? Well, basically, we're going to have another workshop like this next year to conclude the project, right? So there's no date yet. The only idea we have is we're going to host it in Italy. So I had so much fun organizing a workshop. I want to do it all over again. But no, I think we saw many presentations where even today people were excited to come, wanted to come present the research, but they had no results. And there are many presentations who didn't come, many projects, sorry, who didn't come because they don't have results. So I think there's still one more opportunity for people to present and really connect with the broader community, because I think, at least I hope, it was useful these past few days. And yeah, so I guess we'll see you all in Italy. That's it. Thank you, everyone.